All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Let's go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Gone!
On second down, Jackson flushed out right. Benjamin's got it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. The play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
On second down, Collins finds a seam inside the 40, and finally down at the 36-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First, they go right back to Collins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Let's go.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. They'll check this one down to Michelle. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Detroit! Now let's go!
Jackson rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Jackson now. And able to find John Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Here's Collins. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Leopard!
They'll run the counter with Collins. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is Marcus Sherrills. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now Ryan back into his end zone. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Ryan. He finds Corey Davis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Ryan. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards there and a 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan uncorks one for... And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
as a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deion Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the gun, Jackson. It's complete right side to Benjamin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And Davis has it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw is Jackson, forced out to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. He spins free. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Tony Jefferson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, Ryan. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Braxton Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That is right. 4 down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. From left side, caught by Butler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And give him a gain of 37. Take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Here comes Sherrills. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now On second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They pitch it out to Collins. And now running right through it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Jackson on second down. Being chased out left. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Ryan. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. You know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun, 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 gun. Hot, hot.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And some space here. Freeman with a fast feet. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more, plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it,
You
yeah.
see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Jackson now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here,
and he will get into the end zone, it's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Hot.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still...
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.